Content warning. Ladies and gentlemen, the following podcast is not suitable for all audiences, and viewer/listener discretion is advised. For example, if, when you just heard the term ladies and gentlemen, you immediately thought about how exclusionary it is, then it's probably best you turn this off now.
The way you feel about eating my cum is how I feel about beans.
No, it's not.
It's even the same consistency.
No, it's not. If beans
it's
came out of me, if beans came out of my balls, it'd be a different matter. Hi, I'm Rob Mulholland, and he's a chubby cunto.
Chubby cunto.
Chubby cunto.
It's like a Mexican wrestler.
Hey, what an amazing wrestler name that be.
Chubby cunto.
It is I, Chubby Cunto.
I'm pretty sure Jack Black was in this film. The Nacho Libre.
Yeah.
Chubby cunto. Imagine if they'd called it Chubby cunto.
I'd watch that film.
I would. I've never watched Nacho Libre.
Yeah.
Couldn't be arsed with that shit.
Chubby Cunto.
Chubby cunto. Hello, I'm Chubby cunto.
And like his entrance music is the theme, like that, the chimes from an ice cream van. Just green sleeves.
I thought it'd be the background music in a Chiquitos. You know, like that sort of, that nondescript Mexican.
General Spanish music.
Do you know what? Speaking of chubby cuntos, chubby cuntos. Oh my god! Speaking of chubby cuntos, I am obsessed with a YouTuber that I'm going to introduce you to today.
Excellent.
His name...
This is a regular thing on this podcast where Freddy finds weirdos on the internet and then educates me about them.
Mate, you're going to... So, okay, he produces almost no discernibly good content, and yet I cannot...
Our guy.
Yeah.
Do you want to come on here?
Very much a man made in our own image.
Fat and untalented, you say? That was our original double act name. You know, like little and large.
Fuck me. It's a YouTuber called Nikocado Avocado.
Right.
Now, can you, just off that name, guess what Nikocado Avocado... And there's somebody 2.5 million YouTube subs.
Right, well, there is a battle rap guy called Avocado. Is it him?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't listen to battle rap.
Sure.
Because I'm older than 12.
Right.
Sorry, battle rappers. Do feel free to come at me in the comments with hilarious rhyming couplets about how my mum's a slag.
Yeah, to be fair, like, they are quite good at insulting people, battle rappers, famously. You know?
I've watched a couple of them. I quite like Lunar C.
Lunar's brilliant. But,
I think he looks...
Yeah, he's great.
I think he seems nice. Do you know what? He's got a really weird way of delivering lines.
Yeah, he does. He's got a really weird diction, which is great. Like, I like it when rappers have a weird style.
He sort of over-enunciates every word.
Yeah.
You know,
well,
like,
just from Bradford,
he doesn't say your mum's pussy. He's like, your mum's pussy.
Yeah.
Like,
I love that. Like, it's great. Yeah. Anyway, what were you saying? So,
Nikocado Avocado. What do you think he does?
I don't know.
Have a guess. Have a random guess what his content
makes
is.
Salads.
Well, you couldn't actually be more wrong.
Yeah.
So Nikocado Avocado is famous for his mukbangs.
Hold on, I think I do know this person. I think I actually know the person.
Yes.
Right, so yeah, they do mukbangs. Is this the one who... I have actually seen these on YouTube.
Oh my God.
So this is the...
You look really excited.
Yeah, because I know exactly who you're talking about.
He's amazing.
Right, so they do mukbangs, and if you don't know what a mukbang is, it's basically like Freddy's breakfast. Right, and what you do is they will like make videos where they're like, I'm going to eat 10,000 calories, and they just sit and fucking pie a ridiculous meal, and people watch it as, I don't know, they're like, maybe it's like anorexics watching it.
No, do you know who really watches it? Apparently, the biggest sort of market for it is women on their periods.
Right. Because they don't want to get fat, so they just watch other people eating.
I think it makes them feel better. I read this somewhere about how he has a huge audience of this, and loads of women are like, I watch it when I'm on, and loads of women are like, yeah, me too. apparently makes them feel better about their own sort of gouging and stuff because they go, yeah, sure.
Gorging, not gouging.
Oh, yeah, gorging, not gouging.
It's incredibly violent PMS.
If you are gouging, then maybe it's not your period.
Yeah. But you've got deeper-seated issues. You're pulling eyeballs out once a month.
So, I mean, if you're pulling an eyeball out of there, then my God, you are going deep with that gouging. Jesus Lord. You're fingering your esophagus. What? So go on.
So it makes them feel better, right? So yeah, so they're a mukbanger, and like is Nikocado Avocado the one who made a video that was like, I'm getting fat and I don't know why?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, I saw this, and it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen on YouTube. It's someone whose job is eating an insane amount of food, and not moving.
Do you know
going? Why am I putting on weight?
Do you know what
What could I possibly be doing?
Do you know what he said it was down to?
Yeah.
Stress. He said, I've been really stressed recently. He's like, I've got a really fast metabolism, so you don't need to worry about me eating 12,000 calories a day. The reason is just I'm quite stressed at the moment.
It's insane, isn't it?
Mate.
It's like the people on Secret Eaters, which is one of my all-time favourite TV shows.
Oh, they're great.
Loved it, because that's the one where they get someone who's like, I'm dead fat and I don't know why. I just don't know why I'm fat. I don't know what's happening. I eat right. I exercise. I don't know what's going on. And then they secretly film them for a week and they're like,
Yeah.
What I loved about Secret Eaters was, I get it in series 1 if you get got with that. You know, they follow you, they spy on you. Fair enough. You got. Right. Season 2.
Gout.
Yeah. Season 2 onwards.
Yeah.
Watch series 1. Know what they're going to do. They're going to spy on you just for 1 week.
Yeah.
Don't be a fat cunt. And then at the end of it...
Imagine if that was the advice.
Yeah. But at the end of that week, they'll have a big table with all the food that you've eaten in that week on it. And it'll just be salad. And they'll go, you're a medical mystery. And then you could be a fat cunt forever and your family have to let you go.
Isn't it so funny the way that they... show food excess on that program, where they're like
tubs.
Yeah, they go, okay, so we filled up a bin with sugar.
Yeah.
It's like, why? This swimming pool here represents the fat.
Yeah, all those shows from like they were all around the early noughties. There was loads of like fat cunts are horrible programs around the early noughties, and they all had a big see-through perspex tube full of food. At some point, there'd be like mushed burgers in a perspex tube.
Yeah.
Always that.
It's like, where is Augustus Gloop now?
Yeah, and like, look, all food looks bad if you like blend it.
Oh, yeah, like, everything. Yeah. Even if you got the healthiest stuff in the world and mushed it up.
Yeah. Well, leave an avocado out for half an hour and see how it looks.
I've never eaten an avocado.
So, right.
So I'm a fussy eater.
We're going to put a pin in this. Yeah, this is the programme you'd be on. You'd be on fussy eaters like, I only eat chips and beans.
Well, quite a lot. I've never eaten beans in my life. So I've
never eaten beans?
I've never eaten baked beans.
But that's like a fucking... Like that's like normally spanners who don't eat shit eat beans.
No, so right. So quite a lot.
So much of this podcast is just us investigating how much of a weird cunt you are.
It's just me.
I'm not listening to music or eating beans.
Well, when you put it, look, if you say anything like that, it sounds weird. Do you know what I mean?
I don't need to say you're...
I'm gonna go and walk the dog.
That's how you say everything, though. You've got to bear that in mind. And you are a weird cunt. Like, you can't deny that.
I think I have my idiosyncrasies.
Sure. I would rephrase that as you're a fucking weird cunt.
Yeah, but my word was longer, so it sounded better. That's how that works.
Mine was more accurate, I feel like. I cut to the core of it.
So, right, you tend to find people think that a lot of fat people are fat because they just eat everything in the world, right?
Yeah.
But actually, what happens is I probably eat the same amount as a normal person. Oh my God, I'm even fucking gaslighting myself.
It's not gaslighting. You are not normal.
I am normal.
Oh, to be fair, maybe in modern day Britain you are.
Exactly. So go fuck yourself.
I'm abnormal for not being a fat cunt.
But also like freakishly tall.
Yeah, but you know, like that's good.
No, it's not.
Being tall's more attractive. Being fat is less attractive.
What if you want to go potholing?
I don't want to go potholing.
If you did...
You also will not be good at potholing.
Yeah, I'd be like an octopus.
Get through those narrow gaps.
Yeah, be like an octopus.
Be like an octopus. You've got bones inside there. Big bones by the looks of you. You can't just like contract yourself like a rat.
Shut up.
So, yeah, neither.
I
Right.
don't have anything to say.
I know, like it's
Just be quiet.
potholing was such a terrible example.
I know.
Neither of us are going to be champion potholers. Let's put
All
it
right,
like
what do you want to be? Oh, fuck, I was going to say jockey.
Try and think of one thing that is better to be fat than tall for. Limbo dancing.
Yes, there you go.
Although, to be fair, now when you lean back, your belly will get the bar.
No, because when you lean back, I'm
Your
quite...
tits will flap the bar off. She go under. She jiggling like that.
Yeah. It's like when we were saggy tits, you do the pencil test. You do a limbo bar test. So what were we saying? Fussy eaters.
Right, yeah, because you're a fussy eater.
So I've never eaten baked beans in my life, ever. Won't go near them, right?
What do you think's going to happen if you eat a bean?
I won't like them.
And
And I won't enjoy it.
why do you think that?
Because, so I'm more of a texture person.
Beans have a lovely texture.
No, it's the sauce to me looks snotty. And the bean looks sort of like, nah, I don't like the snottiness of it.
You're so weird.
Do you know what else is weird? So I have not eaten a strawberry in about 15 years.
What? Strawberries are lovely.
So I was eating a strawberry one day.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I wasn't eating one. I was eating a punnet.
Sure.
Yeah.
With cream.
Yeah, probably watching Wimbledon. You know,
Yeah.
it's...
Yeah. When in Rome.
There's a theme, you know. And all of a sudden, a thought popped into my head about how this is probably what biting into a tumour is like.
I mean, it's definitely not.
No, because it's got like that squishiness inside of it.
No, tumours are very gelatinous. It'd be a very different texture to a strawberry.
Well, in my head, that's what...
It'd be more like a bit of gristle, a tumour. And I speak as a man who has had several tumours. I've not bit into them, but I've had them.
Oh, yeah, because...
In my spine when I was a kid, yeah. So, you know, I know about tumours, mate. So you're fine with straws.
Very much got a sense of tumour. That's what I've got. So I just had that into my head. And ever since that, I can't bring myself to eat a strawberry.
That's fucking insane.
I can't. I wouldn't eat a strawberry now.
Were you raped by a strawberry as a child? Like, what is wrong with you?
It hurt, but it smelt delicious. My arsehole afterwards smelled the best it's ever smelled.
Genuinely, this is such a weird issue. I would not be surprised if, like, a priest covered you, like, you know, you did like a charity bath of beans as a kid. You know, like on Red Nose Day.
I used to find those the worst thing ever.
You go sit in one of those and you got tugged off by a priest when you were in one, and then you were like, "That's why you can't have them now."
No, it's just right. So I wouldn't eat a tin of beans for £1,000.
That's fucking mental.
I don't think I would. If they said 1,000 Patreons all paying a quid.
How much would it cost to get you to eat a tin of beans? Real talk. If I'm putting 1,500 quid cash on a table.
No, I don't think I would.
£2,000.
I think my starter would be £5,000.
Your starter is £5,000.
I'm not even messing.
You're not taking £4,500. £4,500 cash in front of you.
Okay. So, would I take 5? Yes. Would I take 4.5? Yes.
Which means you take 4.
Yeah. Would I take 4? Yes. Any less than 3, I honestly think 3 is the cut-off point. If it was 2, even if it was 2.8, I think it needs to be 3.
I think if you see that cash in front of you.
No, legit. I'm not even messing.
Right.
See the beans.
Well, we've got a target. I'm going to get one of those, like, you know, outside like churches when they need the roof repairing. They've got one of those big thermometers. I'm going to get one of those to raise $3,000 to get you to eat a tin of beans.
But it's a giant strawberry going up into my arsehole.
And at the end of it, you get to eat a tin of Branston.
Mate, honestly,
we need to raise £3,000 plus 79p for a tin of beans.
All right, I'll tell you what. We're going to set up a Patreon at some point. So we've already said the first 1,000 a quid a month for life because fuck it, why not? That's not anywhere near enough for me to do it.
Right.
But if we can hit 2,000,
once we've got 2,000 patrons,
all right, okay. Once the Patreon makes how much money would 2,000 patrons make?
Well, if we're going to do first at 1,000, so that's 1,000.
Yeah.
Second, we'll do what, £3?
Yeah.
I reckon.
So, what?
So that's 3,000, 4,000. That.
So what, 2 each?
Yeah, 2 each.
That's not enough.
A month though. That's our month. We're getting that every month. That's not a one-off payment, mate. It's $2,000 a month each.
I'm just.
The best thing is, I get paid that without eating something I hate.
Oh my god! Yeah, that's another. Right. Okay.
I'll eat something I hate. Then pussy. No, I'm joking. No. Like, there's nothing I hate that much. Though,
Okay. Would you eat? So I'm going to suggest something that you're going to say no.
Bear in mind, I have done in previous times. I've done like me and my mate Evan did like a food challenge show where we ate all the fucked up Chinese food, like 100-year eggs and like chicken feet.
So would you eat
shit.
some of my cum?
No.
Why?
I'm not eating your cum.
But that's how I feel about beans.
It's not the same,
It's
Freddie.
exactly
that is not
the
an
same.
equivalent. That is not a fair equivalent.
No.
A tin of nice beans, a tin of nice, tasty, healthy beans is not the same as your rancid jizz.
Okay, so what you've
So
done
I bet
there,
your jizz
what you've done
is like yellow and rubbery. I bet it bounces. I bet when you fucking come, it's like blood on ice. Like, boing.
Mate, my cum was the inspiration to Flubber.
Also, weirdly, it killed Robin Williams.
Yeah. And I let kids play with it. So
He always puts a bit on the bottom of his shoes before a basketball game.
So, right, what you did there, very clever, your little use of language.
Yeah, thank you.
Nice, tasty, healthy beans.
Well, they are nice, tasty, healthy
Three
beans.
solid adjectives.
Yeah.
And then you put rancid cum. I didn't even get the same amount of adjectives. Now,
Do you want me to give you more adjectives to your cum?
My cum is probably just as tasty as the next man's.
Yeah, it's not as tasty as beans.
And
also, I would dispute that. You have a horrible diet, which will make your cum worse.
Yeah, but weird things make cum taste better.
Like what? You don't
Apparently.
eat pineapple?
I don't know.
You're not eating a lot of tropical fruit, are you, Freddie?
But I'm eating a lot of Hawaiian pizzas.
Right, okay. Are you actually eating a lot of Hawaiian pizzas?
Without the pineapple. I don't like pineapple.
Well, that's not helping the cum then, is it? That's the bit that helps.
But the ham was touching the pineapple. So some of the flavour...
Not enough to counteract the meat and cheese. This is not helping. You're going, well, I ate pizza that's looked at a pineapple. It's the same. The fuck is this?
So, all right, okay, I will eat pineapple because I don't really have any problems with pineapple.
Right.
I'll drink some pineapple juice. That'd be easier.
I'm going to need you to drink a lot of pineapple juice.
A litre.
Right. No, it's going to need to be regular for a while.
Okay. Whatever. Because you're not going to check. Like you're going to have the cum in your mouth and go... You've been cheating,
you rascal!
You cheeky bugger!
No,
you little bugger.
You are right. I'm not going to check, and also I'm not going to eat your cum. But continue.
But the way you feel about eating my cum is how I feel about beans.
No, it's not.
It's even the same consistency.
No, it's not. If beans came out of me, if beans came out of my balls, it'd be a different matter, right? A tin is not the same as balls for things to come out of.
No, but it's not the receptacle of where they're from, it's the consistency.
No, let me tell you, the receptacle comes into it. For me, the fact that it's coming out of your balls is an issue, right?
Let me tell you, the receptacle comes into it. What a fucking line.
Well, it fucking does.
All right.
It does matter.
Right, so what can you eat that's just as fucking horrific?
I genuinely don't know.
What about those fucking disgusting Swedish fish?
Yeah, well, yeah. Also, I don't eat fish. Is a problem.
Oh, here we fucking
But no,
go.
like I say, like I have eaten like stuff similar to that, and like I just fucking do it. It's not as big a deal for me.
So why don't you eat fish? Because they got feelings.
Yeah, because I'm a vegetarian.
Oh my lord! Yeah. So could you just forgo that?
I'm not gonna stop my vegetarianism to eat rancid Swedish fish.
So why?
Because I don't want if I do, I want it to be for something nice.
Well, the whole point of this is not that we're eating nice things.
Yeah, but like for you, you've just got to eat some beans. There's no like moral dimension to it.
Okay, so for me personally, I would rather eat the fish than the beans.
I'm sure you would. But like, there's not a moral dimension to the beans.
And you'd rather eat the beans than the fish. So why are we moaning?
Like I'm not eating. Right, you're gonna have to find something that isn't meat.
What?
I don't eat meat.
Yeah, but you do.
I don't know.
No, but you will.
You can't just go, yeah, but you do. I don't know.
You will for Patreons.
Nah.
No.
Nah, fuck them.
Right, okay. What's the most... Right, Google what's the most disgusting...
Well, like, it'd probably be durian. which is like a...
Oh, I've eaten durian.
Yeah, and I've eaten durian. Yeah, it stinks of shit. It is horrible. But
Yeah.
I've eaten that.
That's horrible.
It is fucking minging.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
sort yourself out. The Chinese.
If ever a fruit did not want to be eaten, do you know what I mean? It's a fucking ball covered in spikes, stinks like fuck, and yet people are still like, yeah, I'll try that.
Give it a bash.
I'll try that.
I genuinely don't think there's an equivalent, mate. I just don't think I'm as weird about food as you. Like, I can't think of something that I'd be like, I am not eating that.
Right.
That isn't meat stuff, and that's different.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what we'll do, right? We'll stick with the cum idea.
We're not sticking with the cum idea.
But we're going
to have to move on from the cum idea.
We'll add a degree of jeopardy.
Right.
So 3 shot glasses.
Right.
One of which has cum in it.
No.
Why?
Because I don't want to drink your cum.
Well, that's why the other 2 shot glasses exist. Roberts.
No.
How much would you be paid just to play that game?
Just where there is a chance of me drinking your cum?
Yeah.
It's not happening. I'll go in the poverty pen before I fucking do that. I'm not drinking your cum, and it's weird that you're so obsessed with me drinking your cum. It is a little bit weird, isn't it?
No.
What if I liked it?
You what?
What if I liked it?
Oh, we talked about this before. I'd jack the price up.
Yeah, but what if I drank your cum and I was like, ooh, delicious? Would you be disappointed or excited or?
I would be really pleased and I'd take the piss forever.
Right.
Yeah.
But like but what if I just was like totally like, no, that's my thing, no, that's fine. And like, you know, there's no piss taking to be had because I'm just into it.
Oh, do you know what? I hadn't actually fucking thought about that as a consequence.
Yeah.
What if I really like beans?
Well, you probably do. They're delicious.
And I'd just buy them and eat.
Yeah. Then all you got to do is go to literally any shop, spend 70p, and you're fucking happy. Whereas I have to start tugging you off on the regular. It's not an equivalent, is it? What a horrible fate if I found out I liked baked beans. Oh, I'd be cast out of society. I'd be shunned. I'd have to go live in the fucking woods.
In my head, that it's as bad.
It's not as bad though, is it?
Maybe not to you.
You don't have to like fundamentally reevaluate who you are as a person because you like beans.
But to me...
Whereas I would suddenly be able to get on panel shows.
Oh, mate. Okay, we'll find something for you to eat. We'll find something...
And there must be somewhere, like, you know, that I'd be like, yeah, minged out by. Yeah, there must be somewhere.
What about the cum of an animal?
I mean,
like a bull?
Yeah, I still don't think this is equivalent to beans.
Yeah, but it is.
It's not, though.
It's
is. Not. Bull cum is not the same as beans.
So what would you have against bull cum?
Right, well, it's not a thing that other people enjoy, right? It's not like it's like most people eat bull cum and I'm the one missing out.
Bull cum is a delicacy.
Where? Go on,
okay.
Be racist.
Okay.
Go on, Be racist.
Let me.
Where
if that was ever a soundbite for this podcast.
It was the original working title.
Yeah. Cool.
Go on, Be racist.
Okay, where would they
eat bull cum? Where would they eat bull cum?
I'm going to say Kenya.
Yeah, racist.
Yeah.
I don't think they eat bull cum in Kenya.
Yes, they do.
Like, I can eat bull cum.
Why they're all such good runners. I don't know.
Very good source of protein.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, I could eat bull cum because like I'm not vegan.
There you go.
You know, and but I'm not going to.
Oh, you're such a.
It's got to be a food.
Cum is a food.
Cum is not a food, Freddie.
Cum's a food.
Which food group does it fit in?
It's the
protein,
same one milkshake fixing.
Yeah, well, that's dairy.
Okay, dairy. There you go.
I don't think cum counts as dairy.
Yeah, it does.
I think it's got to be milk based.
Well,
if someone said to you, "I've got a milkshake for you," you drank it, and like it's a bit odd taste. I'm like, yeah, it's cum.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be like, oh, that's a fair swap.
Well, it wouldn't happen to me because I don't drink milkshakes.
Right.
I've never had a milkshake.
Okay, so you just order the cum. Oh, I'm not having a milk.
Great.
You've never had a milk. Hold on.
I've come on the rocks.
Sorry.
You know,
sorry, mate. You're
come on the cocks. Anyway, go on. Sorry.
You're saying so many weird things.
Yeah, I've never had a milkshake.
You've never had a milkshake?
No.
Like, why?
Because I don't like the idea of it.
What do you mean? You don't like the idea of chocolatey deliciousness?
I just don't like the milkiness of it. Just, I'm not really a huge fan of milk, but if I do, I need it to taste. So here's another thing: is I don't like things that taste like other things. So I'll never have, for example...
For fuck's sake.
I'll never have, for example, like, you know, these plant-free burgers and shit? Never, because I don't like the idea that they taste of meat and they're not meat.
Why?
I'd rather it taste like meat and it be a dead animal, like legitimately, because that's what meat is.
That is baffling to me.
What?
Like, I just find like that you would be more disgusted by something made out of peas than something made out of bollocks.
Genuinely. I honestly do not...
Do you eat like hot dogs?
What, sorry?
Do you eat hot dogs?
Yes, but...
Can't judge any other food stuff. You're literally eating bollocks and eyelids.
But...
Why do people do that as an impression of Freddy?
But, right... If people didn't interrupt, I wouldn't go. But I only eat high quality hot dogs, so I would not eat a hot dog at the fucking fair.
There's no such thing as a high quality hot dog.
Yeah, there is. There's high quality sausages and stuff.
Yeah, they're still full of bollocks in that.
No.
Yeah.
I go farm shops for those, mate. I do. You're laughing. I go to farm shops.
You get frankfurters from a farm shop.
I don't really eat frankfurters, to be honest with you. No.
So weird. What else don't you eat?
Well, I don't know what I don't eat.
Right.
What's weird to you?
So do you? What do you eat then?
Okay. Meat, which makes me less of a pussy than you.
Sure. I'm well aware that my vegetarianism makes me an enormous pussy. That's fine.
Cum. And those are the only two things. Those are the only two things. Meat and cum.
I just eat a lot of pepper, so it gives it some zing.
Okay, so I have a lot of meat.
Yeah.
I have a lot of pasta.
Yeah.
Rices, curries.
Yeah. So you eat curry?
Yeah.
But like that seems weird to me that you would eat something like, you know, relatively, you know, it's on the low end of adventurous, but you know, it's got a lot of flavour, it's got a sauce.
Low end of adventurous.
Well, you know, it's not like you're eating fucking Ethiopian food or something where it's a bit like more out there.
Oh, it's not about that. I'll happily eat Ethiopian food.
Yeah.
It's a texture thing.
Right. Fucking bizarre.
It's not about how far the food's travelled.
No, but I mean, I more mean like, you know, like, but like curry is saucy. It has a, you know.
It's not necessary. It's about the texture and where it lives in my brain. I understand, and I am aware that it's irrational.
Yeah.
I'm aware that it doesn't make sense, but it's just how it is.
You don't want to do anything about it. It's not how it is. You can overcome
What would
these
I want to do about it? I don't understand.
Try other foods.
No.
When was the last time you tried a new food?
December.
What? I love that you can specifically nail it down. What did you try?
Brussels sprouts.
Right, how did that go?
Not well.
Yeah, you've not started with a good thing, to be fair.
So
Brussels sprouts are rarely good.
So I actually went to a place in Liverpool called the Art School, which is probably my favourite place to eat in the country. It's tasting menu, fancy food, blah, blah, blah.
Just meat and cum.
Just purely meat and cum. Purely. But here's what you get to do. You get to choose your type of meat and choose your type of cum. It's very... It'd
be amazing if it was like Subway. They've got little bottles at the end. And which cum would you like? I'll take Arabic today, thank you.
Yeah, just a 6-inch, please.
Taste the panel.
Just a 6-inch. And all the salad. I'd never had a Brussels sprout before, but he put on, I think we had like I can't remember what it was, but there was a Brussels sprout there, and I thought, well, I'm going to eat one, because if I'm going to eat a Brussels sprout,
I'm sure they did it well.
It would be at a Michelin star restaurant.
Yeah, I'm sure they cooked it well. But I think that is a like, look, most people don't really like Brussels sprouts. I don't think that one's odd.
It got spat out and put back on the plate.
Sure.
In a fancy restaurant.
You pleb.
Yeah. I couldn't deal with it.
Yeah,
couldn't.
Like, to be fair, I think you're going in a bit too, you know, high level with a Brussels sprout. To be fair, I think that's, you know, a relatively common one not to like. Good on you for trying.
Thank you.
But you aren't a 12-year-old autistic kid. You need to sort this out.
But the thing is it's not about that. It's about, well, if I don't enjoy it, why am I eating it? I have enough. That
isn't the only reason to eat stuff.
Yes,
this is why you're a fat cunt who's going to die aged 42, because food is not only for personal enjoyment.
I would. Okay, so I cannot remember the last time I ate a meal that I didn't enjoy. I can't remember.
Right, sure, yeah, like pretty much me too as well. But I also like make them like healthy. You know, like there is also other considerations to flavour.
Yeah, not for me.
Yeah,
really.
It shows.
Yeah, but I'm happy to have every food to be an indulgence. Every meal is an indulgence.
Right.
In fact, it pisses me off sometimes having a meal that
You live like a fucking Roman emperor, you.
Yes. Well, this is the problem that I had during lockdown, is because I really like cooking and I had so much time. I'd have like fucking eggs royale for fucking breakfast, and then a spaghetti carbonara for lunch, and then steak and chips for tea.
Yeah.
3 meals.
Yeah.
I do eat like that though.
Yeah, see, I don't eat like that. I like, I'll more often have like one proper meal in a day than I would have like 3 proper meals. I'll have one really big meal and a couple of like snacky meals.
Oh,
I eat pretty constantly though. I'm a grazer.
Are you?
Yeah.
What have you eaten today?
So far, I've only had a big shake. But
to be fair, you get up at like 12:30.
Yeah, this is it. I normally get up at I get up at like 11 normally. That's my normal wake up. So, and like we started today at about 12. I woke up a bit late today because I was knackered as well. Big day yesterday.
I was about 6:30 today.
Fucking hell. How'd you get up that early as a comedian?
Me?
Yeah.
Because I work really hard at other things.
Yeah,
I have other stuff, other irons in the fire, as it were.
We don't need to anymore. We've got a successful podcast, Freddy.
Yeah.
Fucking bin them all off. Get up at 11.
Oh, mate. After my first tin of beans, I'll be fucking setting my alarm for later.
This is it, mate. Once you've had that beans, once you've chowed it down,
life will never be the same.
2,000 Patreon special.
Yeah. Oh, just thinking about eating them in front of an audience. It's it's disgusting,
mate. $2,000 a week.
No, still,
but $2,000 a month. Sorry.
I mean, come on. That's like a conference football player.
Yeah, but all you got to do is eat a tin of beans and talk to me.
I don't know which is worse. I honestly don't know which triggers me more. All I've eaten today is a single bacon sandwich,
right,
with 2 slices of bacon on it.
That isn't all like that. That's a breakfast.
You what?
That's a whole breakfast. Yeah.
That's not a. That's a half a breakfast.
I remember you once getting really annoyed at me because I had a 6-inch sub, and you're like, "That's not a meal." I was like, "That is a meal."
No, it's a meal in between meals.
It's a meal for a person.
I tell you what isn't a meal: soup.
Yeah, no, you got really annoyed about me with this. This on the Ishan episode.
Yeah.
We had a whole thing where you were really angry about soup being a meal.
Let's check out a mukbang.
Yeah.
Do you want to see a Nikocado Avocado?
Well, I will get one of them up so we can see if we can work out why this guy's putting on weight. Where's my cursor?
He puts on serious fucking weight as well.
Yeah, and like this guy, he started like from what I saw, I think I saw a YouTube video about him. Like, I think I saw a YouTube video being like...
Oh, really? But you've never watched him and himself?
No.
Oh, dude, you're going to fucking love it.
Well, like, obviously, they showed little clips of him. So what's it? Nico...
Hey, if you type in mukbang, M-U-K...
hold on. I'm quite worried what's going to come up in my search bar.
Really?
Nah. Obviously, don't look for mukbang, and then shall I go avocado?
Yeah, you got it. But this will just be people eating avocados. There you go.
Avocado, there we go.
There you go. Pop that on.
That one?
Pop the first one on.
Just the first one.
Fuck
Fire
it.
noodle challenge.
So you'll have to skip towards the middle.
I'll pop the volume off for now so we can just see.
So you have to skip towards the middle. But these eating challenges, he will eat 12,000 calories or more, but he will do it over the course of...
That's the most movement he's done for a while, isn't it?
Look at that face. He will do it over the course
Christmas
of...
Yeah.
Oh, they got Hagen on.
So she's not watching this. Here we go. Here's the ET bit.
Oh, my
Jesus.
God. Oh, my God. Look at it.
Oh, my God.
Holy shit. Look at her fucking arms.
I know, mate. Look, I don't want to fat shame, but... Like, that is... once you've lost the shape of yourself... it's like her body's coloured outside the lines.
That's really funny. It is, isn't it? She's sort of... Oh, my God.
Mate, you're 3 weeks away from this.
No, I'm not. I'll never get this big. And I've always said if I get past 20 stone, I'll kill myself. I'll full on kill myself.
Where are you at now? You can't be that far off.
18.
So, not long left of this podcast, it turns out.
It's about 6 massive meals, isn't it?
And the thing with this is, I think, look, everyone has every right to be...
Look at his face that he paused on.
It's spicy. But, everyone has a right to be as much of a fat cunt as they want. I genuinely believe that. If you fucking live your life, all good, cool. You've even the people who are like, oh, well, it puts a strain on the NHS. The amount they're spending on tax on food pays for it, right? You've got no beef. But what I don't like is people who are like... like this one who's like, I don't know why it's happening. It's weird. It's a medical mystery. It's like, you fucking do.
Or the ones that like fat positivity and the ones that are like,
where it's like, it's healthy.
So with the fat positivity thing, there's no problem in going, hey, look, I'm fat and actually I'm all right with it. You go, good for you.
And like, also when it's like, I'm going to wear what I want on the beach. Fucking good for you, right? If someone doesn't like if you don't like what someone else is wearing on the beach and you think they're gross, do this with your head, right? Yeah. It's not their responsibility, right? Yeah. Look as minging as you want. Enjoy your life.
Exactly.
I totally believe that.
Exactly. I totally agree with that as well. Although I think a nudist beach is different.
Well, you think there should be a standard on a nudist beach?
Oh yeah, totally. There should be scales.
The problem is the only people who want to do that are minging.
They have height for roller coasters. So all I'm saying,
cut out a little silhouette for the nudist beach. Yeah, you've got to fit through.
Do you remember that Dale Winton thing? Bring on the wall.
We've got the wall at the start of a nudist beach. Comes towards you.
Dale Winton.
If you can't get through it like that, doing the Brucey pose.
Yeah. Oh, you want to come in, do you? Bring on the wall.
We might need a new host.
Yeah.
Unless we're going to weekend at Bernie's, Dale.
You got to walk like an Egyptian and suck your guts in. I think that is a good... Look, I have no problem with people just... if you're happy with it, good for you.
Fucking great. But however, be aware...
Yeah, it's the people that go, I can't believe this. I can't believe H&M don't stock XXXXL.
Yeah.
And it's like, because they get one of you in a month and they don't know what you want in advance.
Yeah, and it's more expensive to make bigger clothes.
Yeah, because you use more fucking fabric.
More yeah.
Exactly. That's why fucking bed sheets cost more than pillowcases.
It's very fucking true.
There's just more of it.
Yeah.
Oh, mate. And also as well, it's where... It's like some of them have made this decision that society it's not catered for them, but rather than just lose weight, they've decided it would actually be easier if they just tried to change society.
Yeah, mate. This is the thing. Like, I saw like one campaign, like, didn't really get off the ground, but like it was where to be like. Because like some fat people can't fit in like cinema seats or theatre seats. They were like, right, we need to make theatre seats bigger. It's like, or you could make your ass smaller, right? Which is more easy?
Yeah,
your ass or all seats?
I saw the same thing about the tube, right? And they were moaning that the tube wasn't. There were certain choke points that quite literally,
in the middle of the mukbang.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. If fucking Bakerloo line is suffocating you, then it's your fault. But they were like, oh, well, some of these tubes were built 100 years ago, blah blah blah.
I'm 6'7". I know the pain. I can't stand up on tubes.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? Is that if you're fatter than an engineer 100 years ago could ever imagine a person to be, then that's kind of your fault.
Yeah, like I bang my head when I go through doorways in Whitby they made in the Dark Ages because I didn't think people would be this tall.
Yeah.
But, that's, not much I can do about that.
Imagine, because the thing is when these Victorian engineers made fucking like exits and stuff, like they didn't go, well, tis what's the... Well, they didn't speak like that at that time anyway. They didn't say tis in Victorian ages, but in my head they do.
We will make a tube for ye fatty cunties.
Yeah, they were Italian.
Hey, we got the fat and the bastards on the tube.
Ciao bella. So they didn't go, well, here's how big... like the average person is, we'll just make it a bit bigger than that. They didn't even go, okay, well, here's how big the biggest person we know is. We'll just make it a bit bigger than that. Yeah. They've gone, right, well, this is the fattest thing that we can think of. Let's make it twice as big. Yeah. And then they're fatter than that. Yeah. It's like...
Yeah, you didn't have fat people like this in like 100 years ago.
No, it wasn't. It physically wasn't possible.
Yeah.
Because there was no way of you... Because that amount of food would feed fucking 4 families for a week.
Yeah.
And they're eating it in a fucking sitting.
Yeah, but making a living out of it.
Well, this is the really interesting thing with Nikocado Avocado, is that he's at the point now where when he started mukbanging, I think he was 160, 170, and now he's way over 300. Way over 300, 330, something like that. Right?
And bear in mind, I'm 6'7". And I weigh maybe 205.
Yeah.
And like, he's not 6'7".
Yeah. Oh, no, absolutely not. But here's the thing, right, is if he stops mukbanging, he's a millionaire.
Yeah.
Right? If he stops mukbanging, no more money.
Yeah, it's a real corner you've painted yourself into.
What does he do?
Well, you've got to diversify your content.
You've got but he is shit. Way too far down the line for this. Way too far down the line.
So the thing that happens with a lot of internet shit, you can get really like sucked into your lane where you're like, people go like way too far into it and you're trapped. And like, like maybe you start a podcast where you just make horrible, disgusting jokes and it cuts you off from the rest of your industry and you have to just do that forever and you can't get any regular gigs on telly or anything.
Luckily, we're not that desperate.
Luckily, that's not happening to us.
We'll never need to worry about that.
We'll be fine. Totally. What do you do? Although, to be fair, if you are a millionaire, just fucking retire, innit?
Yeah, but he doesn't. I mean, look at his fucking face. Do you know what I mean? He doesn't strike me as a man that knows how to enjoy life in any other way other than this.
Yeah, to be fair, he's probably going to spend his millions doing this anyway. Might as well have a camera on him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he can't stop, and yet this will kill him.
Yeah.
So
100%.
It's why I can't. I think that's why I can't stop watching.
Because it's slow motion suicide.
Yes, and I would totally watch that. So,
if someone putting a head in an oven like this.
Yeah, or if there was like, mate, if you had to like tippy toe to a cliff edge, I would so watch that. Wouldn't you?
What, like when it's like Wile E. Coyote up on tippy toes? Like,
yeah. Or if it was just every week you had to take a foot closer to the cliff edge.
Yeah.
I'd watch that.
It'd be a live stream, yeah. I think there's a lot of people's like houses in Scarborough that do that.
Yeah, there is.
When the cliff falls away every year.
Yeah. Like, we can't get anyone to buy it. Yeah. It's like, really?
I saw one on Grand Designs where they spent like 300 grand doing up a house and like when they were halfway through it, a load of cliff fell away and they were right at the edge. And it's like, you fucking dickheads.
Wow.
So like the next time one of them goes, your house is gone.
Fuck. Yeah. You'd never be able to sleep in it, would you?
No, I'd be shitting myself all the time that the house was going to fall off a fucking cliff.
I love Grand Designs. It's
fucking great.
It's one of my, I would say my life goals is to build my own house. To have someone build my own house.
Yeah, totally. Me too, because I want a house where every work surface is just a bit taller. I want a tall house.
Like they do for dwarves, but the other way around.
Because my missus is dead tall as well.
Yeah.
Like she's 6'2".
Yeah.
So we're both giants. So we'll have a giant house one day that was like, built for us. Like really long bathtub made out of a pig trough.
Like a really poorly thought out attraction at Disney World.
Sure,
That's what your house would be.
Like one of those House of Illusions, but like rather than funny mirrors, everything's just slightly larger.
Yeah.
So I would love to do that, and I've learned a lot of lessons from watching Grand Designs.
What have you learned?
I've learned don't go too big. Right, like that's what.
In your big house.
No, but I mean, like when people have like 40 rooms.
Yeah.
Like you don't need that. Keep it to relatively modest. Obviously, I'll have things a bit taller, but they need to be loads wide.
Yeah.
And I think the main one is just pay Germans to do it. Whenever they hire a whenever they hire a German company, I saw one where they had like a flat pack house, right, where they like went to this like German company and they went designer's house. And they build it in sections in Germany.
Design us house,
mate.
Yeah.
They build it in sections in Germany, ship it over here.
Yeah.
A load of Germans turn up, build it, clean up after themselves, and leave within a week.
Wow.
There's an episode of Grand Designs where they do that.
That's cool.
And because they're German, they're not like our builders. They just fucking do the job and clean up.
Yeah.
And like leave everything immaculate, and they're gone in a week.
You don't get Germans going, nah, mate. I mean, I know I said that I'd start the job next week, but I can't, can I?
Brummy German is this.
Brummy German. Okay, let's try and do that.
Okay. I don't like those Jewish people. It's the 1940s. German Brummy, that one.
That Hitler, he makes some good points,
I just think we're Ubermensch.
I don't believe, right, that the Aryan race has got something in it.
My favourite, the best bit of Grand Designs, though, always is the big window, right? Like every episode, they have a big window they've got to put in.
Overlooking the back.
And they've got them on a big suction thing, and the crane's got to lift it up, and it's dead tense. That's the best bit.
And it's always at the back of the house, overlooking some nature, which is a nod to Frank Lloyd Wright, who started that.
All right, we're looking out of windows. Cheers, Frank.
Yeah, he was
what a great idea. Oh, put a window where there's something nice to look at. What a fucking genius he is. Get him on the back of a tenner immediately. Fucking that guy's thinking.
Fucking hell.
Jesus Christ, I'm just going to get these off the screen.
They are horrific, aren't they?
Yeah. But yes, I would like to do that. I don't really want like Kevin MacLeod coming round though when I'm doing it.
Yeah, he's a bit of a condescending fucking anus, isn't he?
And my missus has got a weird like crush on him, so I can't have him around. I'd have to batter him.
Oh mate, there's no way that you'd want your missus fucking Kevin MacLeod.
I'd be gutted,
in
mate.
the room that will be your bedroom.
It's such a hard cooking that.
Yeah,
like, it's a real cooking.
Yeah.
Like, I can't get cooked by MacLeod. I can't have it. Sorry, MacLeod. I'm fucking taking you down.
I think as well is he's really condescending. Right. And he's really like...
That's why I like him, though, because he's got like, he's always dealing with... A lot of the time, he's dealing with cunts.
Middle class fucking
real
anuses.
Upper middle class anuses who are like, I've got £16 million of mummy's money and I'm going to make art. And they make something horrific. And then he's got to pretend it's nice.
Yeah.
So I find it very funny when he's just like slyly cunting him off.
Yeah. I saw one where they bought the ruins of a castle.
Oh, mate, that's always the best ones where they're like, we can fix this. Yeah. It's like, nope, it's rotten. All of it. Yeah. All of it is fucked.
Yeah. It's just one of those where I think, as I remember, he turned to them and he was like, would it not have been easier just to start from scratch?
Yeah.
And they looked at him as though he had just invented fire or something like that. They were like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, these fucking idiots. There are constant morons on it, and like I really get off on it when like the end of the episode the thing's not finished still. I'm like,
you know what? Grand Design's the latest episodes are great because what happens is it's like February 2020 and they're like, I think we'll get this finished by September. And then you're like, oh, just you wait till March.
Mate, tell you a thing I'm fucked off with at the moment that I'm sick of on telly, right?
Okay.
COVID montages, right? So any TV program or documentary that gets to like March 2020, and then what they'll always do is they'll have news footage of like Boris Johnson. Going, the country must lock down, and they have all the like different news reports.
The new normal,
and all this, and like they'll have a little montage of it, like we don't remember what fucking happened. Like there is not a person on earth who doesn't know what happened in March 2020. Just go. Then that happened, right? I get why you're now filming it on Zoom. I understand what has occurred. I lived through it.
I realise why that man is wearing a mask now.
Yeah, you don't need to do the whole thing of like, bong, a new virus has been found in Wuhan, China. And then it progresses. It's like, I fucking hate him, man. I'm so sick of it. As soon as I start seeing that fucking like news footage, I'm like, ah!
No, I get it. I get it totally. And it's like, well, we need to explain why everyone's 2 meters away. It's like, you don't.
You really don't. We all did it. It wasn't like a thing that happened in an area. Literally everyone on the planet is aware of the pandemic.
Isn't it funny how that was the most important thing in the world for 2 years, and then within the space of 4 days, everyone stops giving a fuck?
Yeah. Well, like, to be honest, in the north of England, we stopped ages ago.
Yeah, but all it took was Volodymyr to fucking come with his tanks.
It. But like, yeah, it was dead funny. Like towards like in like the second year of the pandemic, when I'd go down to like Brighton for gigs, and everyone was in masks, and I was like, oh yeah. I went and did an outdoor venue in Brighton last year where you had to wear masks walking around. Fucking ridiculous.
I still occasionally see people just out in England in the middle of the fresh air,
or in the car,
wearing a mask, and I want to slap them.
See, I if they're wearing like a medical mask, I'm like, all right, they've maybe got a fucking serious issue, you know?
Nah, because you didn't see it before.
If you're wearing but like, you know, if it's a respiratory, I can see how it can be important for some people. But if they're wearing like a cloth mask, that, you know, we were only wearing those because we had to wear something. They don't do it.
Oh, they were stupid, weren't they?
So I always wore a cloth mask. I didn't give a fuck, right? But like, I had to wear a face covering. If someone's wearing one of them, you're just showing off how like nice you're being.
Yeah.
Right? If you're wearing like a proper like blue medical mask, I'm like, all right, fair enough, you might have a condition.
Yeah, no, even so. even so, I think it's done now.
All right, just fucking get it. Just die.
Yeah.
Die.
Get it over with.
Really slowing us down as a society.
Get it over with.
Yeah.
And also, it's the mildest variant now.
Yeah. But there are some people who, even if they get a mild one, they're fucked. You know.
Who?
I don't know, like if you're like 19 and got asthma, you in a couple of years.
Mate.
You're asthmatic as shit. You should be on side with this.
Well, no.
Like, fuck the other one.
Yeah. I'm very much like fucking...
Each asthmatic for their own.
Exactly.
Yeah. You're going to be the last one standing.
Survival of the least wheezy. Survival of the fittest. Mate, I just don't fucking... How long are we meant to fucking pretend?
Well, like, you know, they can, innit? They can do what they want. I don't
but
it's not affecting me.
It's the look they give you.
Yeah.
If you keep to yourself, fine.
Yeah.
If you give me a sly look in the supermarket as if to say, well, I've not let my guard down.
Yeah, you get sly looks either way, though, is the problem. If you're wearing a mask, you get sly looks off people not wearing masks, like that fucking dickhead.
Yeah.
So, like, what I've done for pretty much all the pandemic, because I don't give a shit. I don't care either way, really. Like, you know, if I need to wear a mask, I'll wear a fucking mask. If I don't, great. You know, I don't care about getting it, but I also don't care about making a fuss.
Yeah.
So basically what I've done is, if everyone's wearing a mask, I'll wear one. And if they're not, I won't.
I'm not wearing them at any point.
I'm not now.
I'm done.
No, but I mean, through the pandemic, that's what I did. Because, like, basically, I just want a fucking easy life. I want people to leave me alone.
Yeah.
So, like, I did just whatever was easiest.
Yeah, I can get on board with that.
I don't have a dog in the fight. I don't care. You know, so I was like, I don't really want to get a vaccine because I'm scared of needles. But it looks like it's going to be administratively difficult not to. So
I'm not getting a booster.
I've not had a booster. I'll get one when I'm going to go to Australia next year. I'll get one then because I've got to. But like,
you got to.
Yeah, to go to Australia, you do.
Oh my God.
But I don't care. Fine.
But it's just a bit overkill, isn't it?
Yeah, totally. But also, I don't care.
So I got COVID when it was Delta.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I was absolutely
I've had
fine.
3 variants. Like, Delta fucked me up, to be fair.
I was absolutely fine because I'm not a fucking pussy like you. And I eat meat and cum every fucking meal.
Yeah. Is that the secret, is it?
Yeah, that's the secret. Meat and
Freddy's
cum.
got the inside track to the World Health Organization. They're very pro meat and cum.
Yeah. Have you been eating your bacon and your jizz? You have. You'll be fine.
And don't eat beans, whatever you do.
Yeah. It's a death sentence. So, I was absolutely fine.
Yeah.
And then I got the, I wasn't going to get the jab, right? Then I got both the vaccines.
Well, so can we just very quickly? This is about episode 7 or 8, something like this. Well done on us for 2 white men for not talking about vaccines until then. Well done.
Thank you.
Anyway, off
well,
you go.
I wasn't going to get the jab because I've already had the fucking illness.
Yeah.
So I wasn't asked.
Yeah, I'm the same. Yeah.
And then I just got a few people who were like, "Look, my fucking mum is, ill and stuff, shit like this." I was like, fine.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I get that I see you regularly and then you might see them and then, if that makes you feel better, whatever.
Yeah, sure.
And then they were like, COVID mutated into Omicron and like became more transmissible but even less deadly.
COVID light.
It became like a cold. Yeah. And they were like, whoa, you're going to need a booster roundabout now. I'm like, fuck off.
Yeah, they lost me at the booster, but also, like, but I will just get it when I need to travel abroad. Because, like, sometimes you need to get a jab to go abroad. I don't care. It's not going to do anything to me. It's fine. But it's just a pain in the ass.
At this moment in time, I would rather not go abroad and not have a booster. Genuinely, that's where I'm at.
Fair enough. I like travel, mate. I don't give a shit.
So do I, but I just don't like fucking bowing down to nonsense.
Yeah, I also don't care enough. This isn't a hill I'm dying on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that.
When we get Nico Yearwood on in a couple of weeks, he's with you, mate.
Oh, yeah, he's properly. So I tried to get him on a gig at the Isle of Man.
Yeah. No, Nico ain't taking nothing. Like, you know.
But the thing is with Nico not taking anything is, so Nico is part of the Barbados.
He's Bajan, which is Barbados, I think.
Yeah, sure. So he's part of a community of people. He's a black guy, so he's part of a community of people that have been consistently lied to by the government and just about everybody in power all of the time. And if you look at sort of like the police and the hierarchy of institutionalized racism and stuff, generally speaking, there is a lot of distrust between black communities
100%.
And also I think Asian communities.
And they didn't want to be used as like a guinea pig or whatever. But I feel like that argument kind of falls down once we've given it to all our white nans. We gave it to all our white grannies first, and they all survived.
Yeah, but I understand what you mean. Yeah. But you can't turn around to these people and be like, you're thick, you're stupid.
Yeah, he's not all. Like, Nico's a really smart dude. And, like, you know, there are smart people on both sides of all these arguments. And I don't think anyone who's super militant about it, like, I just think it's a bit much, but, like, you know.
All I'm saying is I understand the mistrust because
100%,
if a government keeps fucking you over and tries deporting you and your family on a regular basis,
100%.
Then they can't be like, no, listen, look. I know when we said trust the police, that didn't work out well. I know we said Windrush isn't going to come for you, that didn't work out well. But believe you me, this injection is in your best interest.
Yeah, 100%.
I can get why they're like, no.
And like, this is it. Like, I don't, you know, I don't judge anyone for where they stand on that whole thing. I just don't care. For me, I just don't care. It's not a thing I give a shit about. Like, I'll fucking jab me with what you want. I don't care.
I've always been like, all right, tell me why. So if it makes sense, then fuck it, I'm on board.
Yeah, like, see, normally I would be if there wasn't the thing where, like, it would make it difficult to live my life, right? If there was, like, if I could do everything I wanted and not get the jab, then I just wouldn't.
But it's the travel thing.
It's the travel thing, and just, like, you know, there's just, like, admin things that I can't be arsed with.
Do you remember when for a while, even this year, they were talking about vaccine passports?
Yeah.
And the government was like, we're gonna have to, and everyone went like
everyone
that.
did a Freddy Quinne impression.
Everyone watched GB News and did an impression. Do you know what? Have you ever watched any GB News?
I've only ever seen GB News in the format of left-wing friends of mine dunking on it, because there is nothing left-wing people like more than publicising right-wing people.
I watched a little bit of it just to make my own mind up, because that's what I'm like. I make my own mind up.
Yeah. Let's hear what these Nazis have got to say.
Exactly. Exactly. They might have some good ideas.
Yeah. To be fair, they've got some good ideas about uniform design. So let's start there. Let's look for the common ground.
Well, no one mentions that. Everyone talks about, like, how Hugo Boss designed the uniform for Nazis. They did look smart.
I mean, I think that has, but yeah, people did mention that.
You never saw a sloppy Nazi, did you?
No.
There you go. You never saw a sloppy. Anyway, right. I watched some of it. It was GB News, and it was still in the height of the pandemic. Everyone was afraid of their own fucking shadow, right? It was Dan Wooten.
I think I've seen him
Australian
on Twitter.
dude. Yeah. And he was interviewing this Chinese person, right? And this Chinese person went, I have it on good authority. I'm not doing the accent. I have it on good authority that...
So I'm just sneezing. Like, this isn't a reaction to a Chinese person being brought into the conversation.
Yeah, it does seem like you're allergic to race here.
True.
That was a name. I'm joking. So didn't even sound... anyway.
No, not even close.
Anyway, she went, I have it on good authority that the virus was made in a lab in Wuhan. Yeah. And Dan Wooten goes, whoa, really? Yeah. And she goes, yeah. And he goes, whoa, that is, I mean, if that blows things wide open. And she goes, yeah, it does. And he goes, whoa, that is terrible. I can't believe it. Yeah. And she goes, yeah, well, you better believe it because it's true. Yeah. And he goes, right, cool. Right, well, there you have it.
Following that up anymore.
Yeah. He goes, there you have it. And then the banner across the bottom goes, made in a lab in Wuhan. Yeah. That's real. He honestly, he didn't go, cool, so what evidence have you got?
Yeah. Like journalism.
Yeah, he didn't even try.
Although, to be fair, I do think it was made in a lab.
Do you?
Yeah, like, I'm with Jon Stewart. Jon Stewart has such a fucking good bit about this that, like, I can't do it any funnier than Jon Stewart's bit on it. His bit's like, but like they've got a coronavirus lab in Wuhan. There is the Wuhan coronavirus lab. Mm-hmm. And he's like, I'm just saying, if there was an outbreak of chocolatey goodness near Hershey, Pennsylvania, I know where I'd be looking at for the source.
Yeah.
It's like, does seem coincidental that there is a lab where they research coronaviruses in the exact place where it started. I don't think it was a weapon. I don't think it was done on purpose. I just think if you're researching new, very transmittable diseases, it's very easy for it to get out of a lab, no matter how controlled it is.
Yeah, but there's coronavirus labs all over the fucking world.
Yeah, but there was one right there where it started. I don't think it's unreasonable. It's also like it's one of those things that started off conspiracy theory, and now it's like, it's not.
Yeah.
It's like much more accepted.
But Nico would say that about the vaccine.
Nico would say that about a lot of things. We'll probe Nico on some of his wilder theories.
Do you know what? One of the things I thought was great was watching comics come up with material about like COVID and stuff, and fucking Chris Washington had a bit that made me howl about like sneaking into the carvery and pretending that you all lived in the same household.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He's a great bit. I watched a bit last night from a comedian. I'm not going to name them, but it was like one of the worst fucking bits I've ever seen about. So this was their bit.
Yeah,
they go, oh, it's about having a friend who's a conspiracy theorist, doesn't want to take the vaccine.
Sure,
right? And they go, why would you not take the vaccine? The friend goes, because the vaccine turns you gay. And they go, well, that's never been a thing. Is no, trust me, that's what happens, right? And he says, well, I've found a flaw in your argument there. What if you were already gay? And then he goes, you become 5 times gayer. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, that's what 5G stands for.
Oh dear Lord.
And that was the closing bit.
Oh dear Lord. Wow. To be honest with you, if the vaccine made you gay, I'd be going for doses every fucking day. I'd have 15 boosters in me right now. I'd be down Canal Street with my top off, having a fucking great time.
If the vaccine made you gay, I would 100%. Do you remember that thing in Nottingham a few months ago when there was somebody spiking women on nights out?
Yeah.
I'd just be doing that with my mates.
Yeah. Mate, I'd be fucking delighted. If I woke up gay, I'd be well happy.
I think you'd be furious.
Well, look, it would cause a lot of admin issues currently because I do live with a woman
who pretty much bankrolls.
100%.
Your lifestyle. Yeah. So I think it would be very funny to inject you and be like, your lifestyle or being true to yourself.
But were I single, fantastic. I'd have a lovely time. I think being gay.
Really?
Yeah, I think I'd have a great time.
It does look like a laugh.
Yeah, gay culture's a lot of fun. I'll
tell you what, they can party.
100%, man.
Wow.
I've ended up in places around the gay village in Manchester at 4 a.m. in just a packed basement full of dudes fucking raving.
I did a gig in the gay village once with Ava Vidal.
Yeah.
And we went on a night out afterwards and we got pissed and we ended up back at taking cocaine in a lesbian poker player's house.
Amazing.
Who was called Ace.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a story.
A lot of fun to be had. So, yeah,
what a story. You never get that fucking story in...
Where's a straight place?
Yeah.
Northampton.
Yeah.
That's a heterosexual town.
Yeah, Grimsby.
Yeah.
Never get that story in Grimsby, do you? It was always...
Well, you might get a lesbian story. The whole place does stink of fish.
You see what you've done? It's always, I'll tell you what, then the pub closed at 11 and I had a fish and chip supper.
Yeah.
The end.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Not much going on more.
And speaking of the end...
Yeah? Oh, are we at the end? Yeah.
I feel like we're at the end.
All right. This has been an episode. Thanks for watching or listening.
Depending. Thank you as well for all the people that are watching and listening and getting involved and stuff, because... Fuck me, this podcast is flying at the moment.
Yeah, we're having a load of fun with it. So tell your mates, tell the right mates. Don't tell anyone.
Yeah, you've got to tell mates that you can trust.
Yeah, the ones who are cool.
No grasses, please.
We've not had any grasses yet, so far.
It's only a matter of time, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I am quite excited to see what our first big controversy is.
Well, I mean... Yeah, we haven't so much caught.
Is it going to be fat shaming? Is it going to be racism? Is it going to be homophobia, transphobia?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, we've
we've dabbled a toe in all of them.
We've had a finger in all those pies. To be fair, I really hope it's something that I was like, yeah, that was me. I was wrong. I can hold my hands up.
Yeah.
I'll be more pissed off if it's like, oh, Fuck off.
I just don't give a shit either way. I really hope it's something daft so I can just take the piss out of it.
Really?
Yeah, it'd be great. If they're just like, something that's clearly a joke and people get proper angry about, I'm going to fucking
I think it'll be the Snorlax thing.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I think that bit's very funny.
I mean, it is very funny.
Yeah.
But I was listening to it walking the dog and I was like, dear God.
Yeah, but he texted me like, listen to that back. And I was like, all right, I will do. I'll check it out, see if it's bad. And I just pissed myself through the whole thing. I was like, it's fucking fine.
I thought it was problematic.
Yeah.
So, listen I told him no.
Yeah. All right.
I'm distancing myself from it.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to fly, mate.
Yeah, it's not at all, is it?
No.
It's not. It's like that thing on The Office where Michael Scott just moves himself around to the other end of the fucking desk.
Yeah, you can get back round and sit back down with me and take your fucking lumps, mate.
No, listen, I told him. Rob has full editing control.
Also, you told me once the episode was already out. It's too fucking late. 1,000 people had listened to it by the time you were like, oh, is that a bit much?
Yeah.
And also, not the worst thing we've done by a mile.
No, probably not. No. Probably not. It's like me going, maybe we shouldn't have done that murder. And then me going, well, I'm not culpable.
Yeah. Like fucking Rose West went, oh, that last one was a bit far. It's like, you've already done 8. Right?
How big can a porch be?
Fucking hell. Right, we're going to go now. Thanks for supporting us. You're great. And we'll be back with another episode at some point. I don't know. Like, we're pumping these out all the time. Just fucking subscribe in it. Then you'll.
Yeah, and if you hit that little notification bell on YouTube, then you'll fucking.
Ding-a-ling the bell. Ding the bell.
And then comment as well.
Like and subscribe.
I hate it when YouTubers really try and force interaction.
Yeah, like,
and they go,
what do you think about bum rape?
Yeah.
Pop it below.
they go, guys, tell me how much you'd be paid to eat some beans. And it's like, I don't care. If you tell me what fucking food you hate, and then that way I won't feel as alone.
All right. Your cum. There's my first one that I hate.
It's just going to be loads of fucking your cum.
Yeah. I'm not eating your cum. Anyway, right. That's an episode. Fuck off.